assets is a strategy that many people use, trying to qualify for Medicaid, or they're worried about going to a nursing home because they think it will help them qualify for Medicaid more quickly. Unfortunately, that usually involves way more risks and harm than good. Medicaid has a 60-month look back from the time you file your Medicaid application. Therefore, if you've given away any assets within the 60 months prior to filing your application, Medicaid is going to penalize you for those giveaways, and you won't qualify. The penalty is based on how much money you gave away during the 60 months prior to the application. The penalty is calculated by taking the amount given away and dividing that by a monthly divisor, which is set by Medicaid each year. The other problem with giving away assets is that once you give them away, you no longer have control over them. Whoever you give the assets to has potential creditors and predators, and your assets are now subject to those creditors. Most people think, well, my son or my daughter would never do anything with my assets. However, what if they get sued? What if they get a divorce? What if they have to file bankruptcy? Once you give your assets away to that person, then your assets are now subject to their bankruptcy filings, divorces, lawsuits, etc. I've seen more people than I can count, unfortunately, who use this strategy and then had to go into a nursing home and the assets were no longer there and they couldn't get the care that they needed. While there are strategies to protect assets from long-term care costs, giving them away to relatives is not something that I recommend. There are better ways to accomplish the same objective without the risks.